Today on Media Moolah, the podcast where we dive into the future of media with a focus on monetization and growth, we'll be talking about how to leverage affiliate marketing for AI tool growth. And I'm very pleased to welcome Thibaut Henneau from Betterpic.io. Hello Thibaut, how are you doing today?
Hi Renan, nice to talk to you today. It's nice to jump onto this podcast and have the pleasure to share my past and what we've been doing in the past 1 year.
Great. So Thibaut, you're quite active on LinkedIn. That's how we got connected actually. That's how I got interested into what you're doing. And you share a lot of tips about how to help affiliates succeed. You've also talked about how affiliate marketing is very different for different type of industries. It could be like consumer brands or AI tools or even SaaS. And you make a big difference on that. And we will touch on this topic later on. And you've shared insight as well into how your brand, Betterpic, and that you will be introducing what it is leveraging affiliate marketing for rapid growth. And by rapid, I mean like it's pretty impressive what you've achieved so far. So we'll be talking mainly about AI tool and affiliate marketing, how you use this channel for growth. But before we dive into this topic, who is Thibaut?
Thibaut, who is Thibaut? So basically, I'm now the CMO at Betterpic. Long story short, we acquired Betterpic a year ago. And now it's more than a year. I used to say a year, but now it's a year and almost a half. So it was back in December 2023. We acquired the company from Miguel, who was basically the founder at that time. He was already making monthly revenue, but then he was like, okay, it's not enough. And I can't really scale it more because his background is really technical, so not too much into marketing, but he already did some really good stuff. But basically from there we saw like, okay, there is good potential. That's actually a use case of AI that not many people are talking around, but it's like really solving a big problem. So what is the tool to come back? So Betterpic is basically you give your selfies, like a bunch of selfies between 6 to 8. In the future, it will be even less. And from there, you get a whole bunch of professional AI pictures. So the focus is really on professional that you can use across all your accounts. And that's what we thought, okay, that's really solving a big problem. The problem of having a nice professional picture on your profile or anywhere across internet. And why is solving this problem? Because it costs 10 times less, depends where you are located, could be even. And basically you can, in 1 hour from your sofa, you can get that problem solved. So that's really solves a big problem. And then, so, okay, now we had the use case and now we saw, okay, let's start it as a side project. So that was the philosophy in the beginning. So we were, most of us part-time on the project. The team of 2. So it was me doing the SEO and then Ricardo as CEO. And basically from there, now this month we will close around $260,000 in revenue. So we came from 1.5 to 260,000 in revenue. So that's that's been it's not only viral, it's really like a massive growth, but it keeps on growing every single month. So that's very good to see.
And that's a pretty competitive market, isn't it?
So now we mostly have 2 or 3 big competitors that sometimes share the numbers which are higher than ours, and that's a very good sign because it means we can do more, right? I think when you're in a position where you are the top player in a new market, it can be a bit more stressful because you think, okay, if no one is doing better than me, like where is the cap? But now we see our biggest competitor doing, I think that from what they shared, let's see if it's true or not, but they are at 800,000 per month selling just what we sell. So AI headshots. And we have 2 or 3 main competitors that have good quality as well. But now we see more and more smaller competitors, but they don't match the quality. So in that sense, we don't really see them as direct. Okay, they are a competitor, they are doing the same niche, but the quality is not there yet. The team is not there yet. So in that sense, we are pretty strong on this niche.
That's good. And you mentioned that you're focusing on the professional pictures. I'm guessing that this type of AI tool is used as well a lot for dating purpose to improve your profile on Tinder, for example. Why do you choose to focus only on professional? Is that technical or is that like marketing aspect?
So it's really marketing aspect because in technical wise, our developer could easily repurpose, but in terms of marketing and positioning, it's really important to focus on one use case, which is professional. Why? It's because we are scaling more and more into the B2B world. So most of our revenue is B2C. So we make 3K, 4K sales per month to individuals. But the average order value is about $35, $40. Whereas if you sell to B2B, we start having orders of 200, 300 people. So you close contracts of 10K, 15K. And that's what is bringing more value in the business for the day when we want to sell, because the investor, they will say, okay, you are having all those massive deals that has more value than the small deals. And so to come back to my point is that those B2B buyers, if they come and they're like, oh, these guys, they do professional, they do dating, it's kind of a bit too, like those solutions that are selling everything, and then you're a bit lost into like, okay, what's the purpose? So because they could come and land onto the dating, and then they would not realize you also do professional. And you would also lose a bit the trust, because if you sell to B2B, it's okay, it's serious, it's here to do your professional pictures. That's what we do. We do it super well. So that's us that you will be choosing. So that's the main reason to scale B2B as much as possible, because that's what brings value into the business.
Makes sense. And by B2B, I'm guessing you contact like a HR department and you say, look, you could like improve all the profile pic of all of your employees with one tool.
I mean, initially we thought it was the way to go, but then we realized it's not the way to go. The way to go is our approach, because we had to learn how to do it. It's a new market, new product. So, when you start on a product, you're like, okay, we're going to do like this, because we know how it works. And then it's like, it turns out to be completely different.
For sure.
I remember the founder saying, we're not gonna get there through B2C. We need to scale B2B. And now we see today we got to our 250K per month through B2C. So basically how it works, what's the, the buyer journey for B2B is they come, they buy for one, they want to test for one person, and then the results are really good. Because the results are really good, now we're gonna buy 5, and then next month we're gonna buy 10, and then usually that's the way they go. Some of them is pretty rare. They come and they say, I want to buy 50, but that's not most of the case. And once again, that's why it's really important that we nail the first time that people purchase, because it's a deal breaker if we don't nail the first time we provide a picture. Imagine you come, you buy once, you don't like the quality, you're not gonna buy for 50. So it's really important that the first time the impression is really good, that customer support is perfect, and then it goes into the bigger deal. So that's the approach.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned that you're a CMO for Betterpic, but you didn't start as a CMO. You were like a paid social manager. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the transition like, and can you share a bit more about your journey at Betterpic?
Yeah. So I've been working with Ricardo, so the co-founder, for about 4 years. We initially worked together in an agency. That's when I started my marketing journey. And so before that, I was actually a dropshipper. That's how I actually started into marketing. I really liked the entrepreneur path. Like, okay, I want to make money online. I want to sell something. What do I sell? I found the product. I started this way. But then I realized after maybe 6 months, I was like, okay, I need to work with other people, because what I'm learning a lot every day, but I'm making sales, but I'm not making profit. I'm just losing money. So I need to work with people. So I entered this big agency. I started working with Ricardo there in a team. And then from there, basically he left the agency, and I realized, okay, actually it was from him I was learning the most, and that was with him I was having the most fun. So I joined his small agency, which is really focused on a SaaS product, which is because it's called SaaSmic. So it's pretty straightforward. What they do. So we did that for we're still doing it at the moment, but we stayed there for maybe about a year and a half. But every time we were like, okay, we need to launch a product. So we tried different things. Like we were thinking, okay, we can sell template, we can sell this. But after a while, I was realizing, I think we're not doing the right way. We try to sell something without having the authority to be selling it. Why don't we try buying a company? Because we are marketing, we are selling marketing services to companies. So in essence, we are supposed to be able to scale a company, our own company, right? If we can't do it, then we need to prove ourselves, right? So I challenged Ricardo on that. And so at this whole time I was doing acquisition and so marketing automation. So that was one part, and then the other part was paid social. So I was basically, my skills are around bringing people through paid social acquisition and then capturing them through marketing automation and converting them. So basically the whole funnel, right? So I challenged Ricardo, say, we need to buy a company and prove ourselves. Then 2 months later, he comes back and say, okay, there is this company, Betterpic. It's a really good deal. I talked with Miguel. He seems to be a very nice guy. By the way, he's 25 and he's launching this company. So that's pretty awesome to see. And then from there, because I've been working with Ricardo for like, at that time, more than 3 years. So he knew what I could do. And he was like, okay, I trust you 100%. You're just going to do the marketing. You just figure out. So we started with Apurv, who's doing SEO and SEA. And so the whole time he's been managing this channel. But for me, that basically had to learn how to become a CMO, because the first year of being a CMO is being a marketer, especially in a small company where you have like 2 people. I thought at that point the CMO role is a bit ridiculous to be called if you have like 2 people. But now I can call it this way because we have more than 10, 15 people that we subcontract. So yeah, basically the journey from the past 12 months, the first year as a CMO, was really understanding, okay, how do we capture a channel? And when it shows profitability, how do we scale it to the maximum, right? Because our long-term strategy was always to get SEO and SEA. So Apurv was working on it. He just does it. We know SEO is going to take a long time. So he just focused on doing that until it's profitable. And now it's really profitable, but it took some time. And then, so Apurv focuses on that. And then I focus on finding new channel every time to scale. And the big advantage for affiliate marketing was that he could give me all those SEO tips, and it really worked well because I scaled the affiliate channel with SEO expertise advice from Apurv, and now it proves to be working super well. So that was the perfect combo as a startup.
And would you say that affiliate marketing is your main channel now as a CMO? Because you talk a lot about it on your LinkedIn profile. It sounds like you're using mainly affiliate marketing.
Yeah. So what's happening is that now a strategy on LinkedIn is to talk about it, to find new partners. Because what I realized is that affiliate marketing as a whole is, for me as a CMO, is the most important is to find those partnership, like very high value partnership. It's not really trying to find as many people as possible to fill the channel and make it profitable. It's really to find those gold nuggets of partnerships, because now in our affiliate program, it's still the case. It's been the case for like a very long time. Now we have 2 partners that are making 80-90% of the revenue. That's why I'm always trying to find another one, just to make sure if something happens, I have more buffer. So to answer the question, the affiliate channel is making, I think this one was 27%. Then you have SEA, which is making, and I've heard is 27% is very high because usually it's 10% or less. So it's actually very high. SCA is making about 25% as well. And then the rest is organic and now paid social. We are activating it, but usually it goes through direct. It's a bit hard to give that attribution. Sorry for Dean at the moment. We still need to find a way to attribute it. But yeah, it's taking like, let's say, a quarter portion of the total revenue.
It's a healthy mix. It's a very healthy mix to have like, quarter of your revenue from affiliate marketing. You mentioned that SEA and SEO are working well as well, but which one of the channel is the most profitable apart from SEO? Because, well, I guess the SEO is like an investment in time, maybe a few backlinks in here and there, but
yeah. I mean, I haven't checked recently, but there is also SEO, like ROI that you can attribute because we are having these backlink strategies. So we get backlink for high authority score websites. So it basically comes into this SEO bucket, let's say. So there is still a ROI that you can attribute there. But at the moment, I was checking earlier today, affiliates, this month we had ROI of 2. And I think SCA is a bit below 2, I think around 1.7. But because this month Apurv wanted to scale it more because we got more revenue. Having too much revenue in a company is not good. It means you need to spend more into marketing. It's a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So this month he scaled many campaigns. So basically when you scale, you need to allow some time for the algorithm to, settle. But his ROI is pretty much the same as mine. We actually have a healthy competition between his channel and my channel. So that's nice that we challenge each other just by, okay, what's your revenue? What's mine? What's your ROI? So that's a cool combo.
Before going into more details about your affiliate marketing strategy, can you give us actually the 101 of what's your affiliate program? I'm an affiliate. I want to promote your Betterpic AI tool. What do I get? How do I sign up? Who you're working with? Yeah, the details of your affiliate marketing program.
Yeah, so basically if you just come on the website and go to our affiliate page, you have the sign up page, which is pretty simple. Now we ask a bit more segmentation questions. What's your source of traffic? How can you help us? And then from there, now we have Josh that is onboarding every affiliate. Because at some point it became a bit hard for me to follow up on every sign up. So now I subcontract with someone that can help, like engaging people, activating the affiliates. But yeah, when you subscribe, you get a whole bunch of documentation on like what works, what doesn't work. No, not really what doesn't work, what works. We need to focus on what works. And we provide like a branding guide, some Canva template that will help you to show before after, because it's the most important for this product is to show what it does. You can show what it does in one picture. This is my selfie. This is my eye picture. You understood what it does. So we provide this. We provide also even like an article template, because what is bringing the most revenue is through SEO, but now it's getting harder because it's more competition. Keyword difficulty is becoming higher. But we provide all that, and most importantly, we want to help every affiliate that is really motivated to sell our product. We onboarding with a call if they want to join, to get to know them better, because for us it's important to build this relationship, because long-term relationship gives you more results and in a sense less effort, because you just keep on talking with this person like a team member. Okay, what's the new idea? What's this month? What do we want to promote? Is there a new feature, etc.? And that's where we see the most value, rather than someone saying like, oh, I will send my link into a post and then forget about it. That's we see a lot less value there. So that's how we onboard people, giving them material, how to promote, who is Betterpic, what we do, what's our vision. Yeah, jump on a call with us. We want to know you. If you want to promote the product, we are keen to make you earn some money.
What's the commission as an affiliate?
So it starts at 20 and it goes all the way to 35%. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. It's basically depending on, every deal is different. Like, what's your source of traffic? What's your authority? Nothing is set in stone, but it goes from 20 to 35. So when you reach a certain amount of monthly sales, it means you're doing the effort. So we can compensate with more commission to keep you motivated. So that's the base 20 to 35. But we also more and more include specific coupons that you can use. We use that into Rewardful, which is very convenient because we put you in certain campaigns. We say 20% commission plus 10%, like discount code. But this helps a lot with conversion with some sort of website. It helps a lot, and it helps a lot with attribution, because at some point I realized people starting stealing coupons from each other. And now that it's attributed into the campaign, if you steal someone else's coupons, he gets all the sales. So you will realize after some point, I'm not getting any money. But that's too bad, and that's good for the other person.
So you don't manage in-house. You use Rewardful. Can you tell us a bit more about Rewardful? Is it like an affiliate network specialized for SaaS?
It's not a network. I think they want to do that someday, but now it's really powerful in my opinion for tracking purpose and for coupon generation. And also to have those different deals. Every deal, let's say it's a campaign. One deal, one campaign is 20% commission plus 10% of a coupon code. Another one is only 20% commission. So you can organize people between campaigns. And so the platform is pretty simplistic, but what you can do in the backend is really powerful, because you can send all those webhooks. So I'm doing a lot of automation in the backend just to see when someone needs to be activated and so on. When someone is not active anymore, you can send a webhook, because you would check, okay, this person usually have sales, but now this person did not have sales in the past 30 days. Then it means they became inactive. So we need to send them a reminder, say, okay, what's happening? Do you want more money? That's usually the talk. So Rewardful is really powerful to give you all these backend automations and being able to sort out the affiliates between different deals. And we also got a few times the feedback from the affiliates that it's also really easy to sign up, because you sign up, and in 5 minutes you are in your account. You can create your link, your coupon, and you are good to go. If you have questions, okay, it takes a bit more time. But I joined some of the competition affiliate program to see if there are some pitfalls. And I realized some people, you subscribe to the program and they basically don't accept you. Like you don't get an answer. So the barrier to entry is very, very high. So one of the advantages of Rewardful is that in 5 minutes you are in your account and you can get to work.
You recently shared a post on LinkedIn where you make a difference between promoting as an affiliate AI tool, SaaS, and physical product from e-commerce. Can you tell us what's your experience with that, and why did you decide to post this content?
Yeah, so basically, if you compare. So if you're a physical product to our product, I think that's why also when we acquired the company, we chose this type of business, because a physical product, you have all this return or like logistic to manage. Our tool, you don't have any logistic. The only logistic is to talk to support. And if something is like you really don't like the result, usually we provide a redo. If you still don't like the redo, if you still don't like the support that you get, you can get a refund. And there is no logistic. It's just basically attached to Rewardful because it's attached to Stripe. Stripe can just say, okay, this sale did not happen, so the commission does not happen, right? So when you go through like a physical product, it becomes more complex because the refund can take longer. And I think the whole logistic makes the program harder. So that's basically the differentiation. But now there are similarities, is that our product is a low ticket product. So it's about 30 to 50 euro, 60 euro, depending on the package size that you purchase. But the resemblance is that it's basically a product you can impulse buy. You can come say, oh, I want to try, and you can purchase. And we see it. People coming to the website, they don't take 2 months to decide. They just come, they are curious, they see people trying it, they want to try it. So the similarity with typical e-commerce product is that you also have this impulse buy mechanism in people's minds. So I would say that in that sense, it's similar, but the differentiation is more in terms of the refund process. I actually don't have experience as an affiliate manager because the only program I manage is Betterpic. But I think that would be much more difficult if you are managing like store with like physical products you need to return and so on. Yeah, that would be the main difference.
You mentioned something very interesting as well. You said that your best performer, your best affiliate performers are SEOs. And on your post, actually, that I just mentioned, I put a link in the description. You said that the influencer or the creator economy type of things are generating a lot of hype, but in terms of performance, it's not here yet. It's not so high. Can you? Because just to get back a bit about this topic, there's a lot of hype around the creator economy and the influencers who are like working on a performance level doing affiliate marketing. And I've done a podcast about it with a French affiliate network. And I think there's a huge opportunity for that. And I think it probably the future of performance marketing is going through individuals and influencers, because more and more we see that people trust people and they want like to see exactly, the person using the tool or the service or the product. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's a bit of a hype and we're living in our LinkedIn bubble, and it's good sometimes to get back to reality. And the reality seems that the best performing affiliates are still the one who are like healthy SEO position.
Yeah.
It's your experience as well?
Yeah, but I think because I also saw some posts around that in the past weeks, I think we've seen the exact same thing. Is basically what I think is that you need both, right? Because what's happening is the influencer, they are jumping on trends, but initially, I thought, okay, we are using influencer, we see sales. It's really easy to attribute. It was really easy to attribute 6 months ago because we did not have too much going on. Mm-hmm. So it's easy. If this person has posted this day and all of a sudden you have more sales, okay, you understand it's from the influencer. But why I think it's really important is because they are kind of jumping on trends, which seems not to be a trend anymore. It just seems to keep being ongoing. So it's not really a trend anymore, as I was thinking in the beginning. And what's happening is that they providers are using hook technique to get attention, and they just keep on going viral every single post. I initially thought, and I got advice from people, oh, it's gonna last 2 months, then gonna stop. It's been 6 months, we still see the impressions. It's been almost a year. I said 6 months. Time is going too fast. It's almost been a year and we still see those posts going viral. In the past 2 months, we saw less sales happening, but we still see a lot of impressions. And what's happening is that those people don't necessarily go through the link and purchase, but then we see our organic and direct traffic being very good, like growing super fast and like consistently every month growing more and more and more. And that's the influence from all those impressions that are being spread. So those people seeing the post, massive amount. Last month we had 4 million impressions for about 3,000 USD. So it's like really cheap CPM. And all those people, they then come into Google and search, and they sometimes go to direct. They just search for Betterpic, and then they also sometimes look for, okay, what's the best AI headshot generator? And then they go through those SEO type of affiliates. So it's kind of creates this really healthy loop. So yeah, my point of view with my 1 year experience into affiliate marketing and what works for my product, I haven't done 10,000 product. I did one. I would say this loop of influencer spreading the word, showing results, saying like, okay, that's what you get. And then those people starting like, oh, I will do some research, then goes through your other types of affiliates. So of course, the one doing SEO gets more merits or more revenue because they are putting in the work, long, detailed article. They are putting in the work of trying to rank, doing more. They don't do just one article and forget about it. They do YouTube video to rank for specific keywords. So that creates a whole healthy loop. And I think that's why it's working and growing so well.
Okay, that's very interesting. It's a complementary approach that, all works together, and it's you described it really well. Thanks.
Because now we are also joining. So in the past 2 months, I hired someone to help with onboarding and acquisition of new affiliate into Rewardful. But also because my goal is to go this year from 25,000 to 100,000 per month revenue just through affiliate. So I was thinking, I I want to accelerate really fast. So I can't try one thing and then say, oh, it doesn't work, try another thing. I need to try multiple things at the same time. If they all work, it's gonna boom. If only one work, at least I have more chance to reach my goal. So we also hired an agency that is working with Awin, which has this influencer. And I think there it's gonna be mostly. I mean, it depends. It can be whatever we want, but from this network, I want to have more like banners on websites and more presence onto specific websites that it would be harder for me to get those deals. I would need to reach out to thousands of people. Whereas here I can just say, okay, you guys, the agency manage the affiliate network and then can try to leverage certain, like verticals. And then we have very complete, we are everywhere. That's the goal.
Makes sense. But how do you test like 3 or 4 different new things at the same time while keeping your focus? That's really hard because managing affiliate takes and it seems that you're really involved into it. It takes a lot of time. So how do you as a CMO like manage to manage your time and your energy to focus on different things?
Good question. Is basically what I was explaining earlier is that in the first year, I really focused on doing the affiliate channel by myself until it really scales and I understand what's happening and what are the next steps. And once I understood that, so it's basically was like 3 months ago, I was like, okay, now we are at 25K per month with a 2x ROI. Now I can start delegating. So the delegating part is the crucial pivot from managing a channel and pivoting into delegating, because now we have this agency managing Awin affiliate network. They just report to me. I just challenge it. Not now that I know what I'm talking about in brackets. Now I know how to look at what they are doing to make sure they are doing it properly. Right? So that's one thing. And then the second thing is we have Josh that came to help me onboarding all those affiliates. So I won't have to do those, like 1,000 small tasks of like following up one after another because they'll have questions and so on. So now that Josh came in, I'm able to slowly step away from affiliates channel and then launch other channels, because we have Dean that joined. He's gonna manage paid social and influencer. So I'm also having a lot of brainstorming with him because that's also my core skills. So we can challenge each other, and that makes a very healthy like second combo as well. So now is really thinking in a way like, okay, how can I make something profitable and healthy? Not just profitable 1 month and then it dies off, but profitable long term. And once it gets to that stage, delegate to someone to do it. And that's, I think, the pivot where you enter that role of CMO managing, because essentially you need to know what you're talking about, but you should not be operating doing it, right? So that's basically that's what I read before I got into this role, and that's what I'm doing, and it's working super well. Scale something yourself and then get out of this position. It's called, some books were saying, fire yourself from this position and just oversee it and give trust into people to run it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be micromanaging, and your brain, as you say, will start wear down, and you'll have those burnout, and that's not what we want. We are here to have fun, right?
Sure. So you mentioned that you're working with SEO affiliate, with creator, with YouTubers. Any other type of affiliate that maybe you didn't think about when you launch and that are performing well, or affiliate type that you see really untapped potential?
I think there is still a lot of potential, because just influencer themselves, we are working for the past year with 5 influencers, the same ones. That's why now Dean is going to scale influencer. That basically with influencer, you can't just pay them commission because as you know, and as I was explaining, not everyone will click on the link unless you give them a coupon code. So that's what we are trying now. I think that's the most important. But most influencers are reluctant to just get commission. I never had someone saying like, yeah, just pay me commission. So you always have to have this deal of upfront payment plus commission. And then, okay, we can start talking. And then based on performance, you can, in the long term, start reducing. It's a partnership deal. So those influencer is something that we know works for our whole, like funnel. And it really gives trust into people to buy. So that's really important in that sense. So we're gonna the following months scale it as much as possible. So that's one. Then SEO, I think SEO we kind of reached the cap. We need to keep doing it. We need to keep being present. But why we kind of reached the cap, I think we can still scale, but it's gonna take more time. It's because we are basically dominating the most profitable keywords. We are on first position, third position, and basically they are listicles, and we get the first position. Not all the time, it's rotating. That's why we need to keep doing it to keep being in the game, because I'm sure if we stop doing it, we're slowly gonna rank down. But we already get a very good position onto SEO, so it's gonna be hard to do a 4x from now on, unless the volume goes up and up and up. Then okay, it's gonna go up and up, but it's gonna be more like a long-term game. You can't really leverage it 10x from. So SEO, it's kind of saturated, but I'm not gonna talk too fast. And what we really want to leverage now, and we had the first deal that's gonna start next month, is to be present on people's websites in banners. Now we have a deal with this freelance platform, which is called Twine, and it's gonna be our audience, freelancer. They want to, if you're a freelancer, you do online activities, you want to have a good, like profile picture, you can use our service. You launch your product, you launch your service, you just get your picture for $35, you're good to go. So we want to be present into as many websites of this kind as possible, and there are tens of thousands. So that's good news. That's good news for us. So yeah, that's the two things we want to leverage from now on, just to keep focus as well as you mentioned. Influencer, Dean can look after it, and I will be focusing on be into as many websites as possible as like the top partners. So that's my pro in the coming months.
So just like getting your advice and recommendation from your experience so far about how to grow a AI tool or SaaS through affiliate marketing. If we start with the brand, on the brand side, if there are brands listening to us and they would like tips on how to, maybe they tried affiliate marketing, but the performance was not here, or it was complicated, or they faced a lot of fraud or whatever issue, they were disappointed. What advice or out of the box or unconventional tips would you give this brand?
Yeah, so I think that's pretty broad question, and it's hard to cast an answer that one size fits all. Mm-hmm. But I actually got very good insights a few weeks ago. We did a webinar with Rewardful, and then in the audience was a live webinar. Someone reached out to me after, and their affiliate program is a bit stuck. And I gave some advice that, okay, what I'm doing, just try to do what I'm doing. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But what's the biggest difference is that the AI tool is about video making, and you enter a very different type of market. Because I checked, I made a call, I was on a call with him, and then I checked his solution, AI video production, and then you see it straight away, big players, big players. You see first person is a YouTube video, you see 500,000 followers. You're like, okay, that's very big players. Because those people, I try to reach out to them to promote our tool, and they come like, okay, that's 20K for one video. Like, okay, we're not there yet. So it really depends on the market. So I can shape the answer for someone that has an AI tool that is within a market that does not have too much big competition. Is basically try to tackle through SEO first, especially, and also sorry, there is also a nuance. Are you bootstrap or do you have like 3 million funding that you can spend? So that's two different nuances. So to shape the answer even better, if your AI tool is in the market that does not have massive competition, it's good to have competition. It proves that people are buying. But if you have too much massive competition, that's a different game. And then if you are bootstrapped like we were, then the game is to really have those SEO. So SEO deals, it means like being shown to on as many articles as possible with the highest ranking. And ranking means if you have a listicles are the best ones. You want to be first, because from first to second position, you have a drop 2x in, like website traffic and conversion, not necessarily, but you have 2-3x less people clicking the links. So I would start this way, and then, as I was explaining before, find deals with influencer. Try to find the best deals with influencer in your niche that seem to be relevant as much as possible to talk about your product, and find this deal of upfront payment and commission. Try to find the good balance between both, and test many of them, because some of them will give you so result, and then all of a sudden you get this guy that built his audience really well, and it's gonna work like a charm. That's what we've seen. Some are converting super well, we are in profit. Some are not working super well, but they have more impressions, so we just keep them as awareness. I would that's my best recommendation, is to start with this funnel of SEO articles. When people look for your solution, you need to be there. You need to be everywhere as much as possible, and then create the demand with influencer marketing. This also works if you are funded, because if you fund it, you're just gonna buy all articles.
Sure.
So yeah, I think this strategy can be quite broad, but the difficulty of execution will depend on your market competition, market share, and also if you are funded or not. It will take longer or it will be faster. That's the point.
And so that was for the brand. What advice or tips could you give affiliates listening to us, or publishers looking to improve their affiliate marketing performance if they promote Betterpic or a tool similar to Betterpic?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I had a call with one of our best affiliates. I think it was last Friday, and he gave his tips, so I can share it from his side. His name is Arturi Jali. I will post the video soon. He's also having a channel to help affiliates. I think it's really relevant content for affiliate themselves. It's basically look on Google Trends. What are the trends? What are the product? If you want to go into AI, start searching for AI video, and you see a bit the trend. You see if it's going like this now, and you want to jump on the trend. That's his strategy, and he's been doing that for 3 years to try to go on trend, but also try to differentiate what is a trend that is gonna die, or what is a trend that is going to stay there. So that's also, I believe, what you need to test. Because I initially was dropshipper, so I think it's kind of resemble dropshipping to look at trend, what people are talking about at the moment, and then trying to join the trend, but also trying to find, those programs that seem to care about the affiliates, because then when you build this relationship, it gets easier in the long term. Why? Because if you produce content every single week about the same thing, it's easier than producing new content every time. You need to do the research and so on. So my advice to affiliate would be to look at really the program structure. How do they care about the affiliates? How do they help? Because it's really important for you to improve your performance. You need to have good feedback with the brand. That's one thing. And then second thing is to look at the trend itself. Is it booming now? Is it saturated? How hard is it going to join the market, to rank? Once again, if you go into this AI video, sector, I think competition will be very high. So you will need to have good audiences, good followers, because if you post on Medium, for example, now small accounts are very hard to rank. Whereas 1 year ago, it was very easy. But now with competition, Google makes it harder. So you need to look at those as well, at the trend and market saturation.
You mentioned that on your first year, you went from 0 to 2K per month revenue through affiliate marketing. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you get started, and what was the main challenge that you faced?
Yeah. So to be very accurate and to give the right data, it was not 0 but 400 per month. But why does it make a difference? Because the channel was already there, right? So it was proven to work. So that's the difference. It was not like, okay, I'm trying to find what I can do in terms of channel for this product. It's like, okay, we make 1.5K per month, 25% is through affiliates. So in my mind, it was like, okay, 25, I want to keep this ratio. So that's basically how I got convinced into it, because it was there, it was working. And I just thought, okay, let's just keep this ratio, and let's keep it as a challenge with Apple through SEA. And now in terms of the challenge, the main challenge was, it was new to me. All I knew was affiliate marketing works that someone brings sale and you give commission. That was my knowledge about the channel itself. So the main challenge was really to understand first, okay, how do we find new deals? How do we make money? We had someone in the program who was a real estate kind of influencers. So we understood that because we talked with him like very quickly, but he was really not respondent. He was just bringing sale, but no way to talk to him, no way to take a call or anything. But we just understood by looking at his name that he had like maybe a 10K audience on Facebook. And I think he was giving speech to those real estate people and giving training. And at some point, he was like giving a link towards Betterpic, because all of a sudden you were seeing like 10 sales and then nothing for a few weeks and then 10 sales. So we understood, okay, he's doing that. And the most challenging was because I was trying to, in my mind, was like, okay, real estate seems to be really what we need to do. So for probably 2 months, I was really chasing this specific industry, trying to make content around that, trying to reach out to them. But after 2 months, I realized, okay, these people, they really don't care about our program. On LinkedIn, they have profile, but they are not there. They don't reply. No one replies. I tried to reach out through website. No one replies. And then I was like, okay, I need to, I think it's just not working. But that's when the good thing was to talk with Apur, the SEO expert, because he was giving me tips around those listicles and like, oh, but if you get the first position, you will get a lot more traffic and that will convert. So that's what I was also chasing on the side. And then after, I was having deals, but not on the first position, not on the first page, but I was seeing some traction there. So I just kept on pushing, okay, I need to be on the first page, first position, and I will get sales. And it took me 7 months to get there. So it was a long journey, but yeah, slowly we got there. And then once I got the first position on the first page, it was like, okay, all of a sudden it's like a switch. You make 15K more per month just from that one post.
How do you incentivize an affiliate to switch from second position or third, fourth to the first one? Do you pay them a fixed fee? Do you offer better commission? What was the deal?
Yeah, it's basically see how open they are. It's again, you want to have this relation with the person. It's like, okay, I've sent many emails to many pages and usually they don't reply. That's why it took me 7 months, because if it was you send an email, the reply, you get the deal, you get first. Okay, there is no challenge, but that's why it took me 7 months. But it really depends. Some people, they maybe don't really know, so they don't understand the market conditions and so on. So they would accept just that you give them more commission. Some people already locked in the first position, so that's why also it takes longer, because you have this article that have like huge potential, but first position already all locked in for the next year. That's why it takes longer and more effort. But it really depends. Some people will tell you, okay, I want this much as upfront payment and I want this much commission, because the first position, they're already giving me that amount. So you need to make it better. Otherwise, of course, they're not going to accept. So that's one factor. But the second factor is also the trust that you can give them, because you can also start talking about, okay, this guy give you more commission, but that's not the most important. The percentage is not the most important. The most important is also the quality of the service, right? Because let's say the amount of click will be the same, but when they come onto your website, what's the conversion rate and what's the refund rate as well? Because if you keep a shit product as first position, but the conversion rate is bad and the refund rate is high, then of course you're gonna make a lot less money. So that's what you need to include also in the conversation. It's like, okay, I can't match and I can't pay that much, but share with me what you're getting at the moment. And that's how you start the trust conversation. It's like, okay, if you don't share your number, you don't want to share anything, okay, I just need to move on. But if you start sharing, then I will share as well. I can show you other people's data. They don't care. I talked with my best affiliate. They're like, just share it. I don't care. I'm fine with that. Everyone is open-minded. I want to work with open-minded people. And then once you start sharing the metrics, they do the math and they're like, okay, I will put you first. That's how you basically need to get there.
Mm-hmm. So that was from 400 to 25k per month. Your goal for this year is really ambitious. You want to go from 25k to 100k through affiliate marketing. And so far I understood that what you did in the past is not going to get you there, because you explore new ways to work with affiliate marketing. What's your intuition? What's your findings so far? And how do you want to get there?
Yes, I was just looking this morning, and for the past, so in March, we got 63,000. So we are well on our way to 100,000, because it's only 4 months, not even like 3.5 months in the year. And we are pretty much already 50% of the target. I think we will get there. But what are the next steps? Because as I mentioned, SEO, I think it will grow slowly as the market demand will increase. You'll have more volume on the keywords. We need to make sure we remain as much as possible on the first page. So that's one thing. And how to get there is really scale this influencer channel, because I'm only having deals with 5 people at the moment, but what if I have deals with 50 people? That will probably change the numbers. So that's the second thing. And then the third thing is to be on as many high authority websites, or it's not even high authority, but the most relevant for a product, to be everywhere on the website. It will become even more than affiliate. It will be like true partnership. That's the goal. But that's the last one I just mentioned. Those partnership is the hardest, because for someone to accept put you on their website everywhere, like all the places, it's harder. So my new plan to get there is to join their affiliate program, upsell our people. So they purchase Betterpic, and then usually they go, we don't see them anymore. I want to upsell them, saying like, oh, you mentioned that you will use the picture for your CV. So here is our recommendation for a CV builder. And then once we'll start building that relationship, saying like, okay, guys, you see, I think our audience is matching. We send you people, they are converting. Why don't we do it the other way around? So that's what I'm going to try now to get into those really relevant partnership.
That's the perfect transition for my next question, actually. Because you seem to mention that affiliate marketing is more and more, for you at least, partnership marketing. How do you see affiliate marketing evolving?
How I see affiliate marketing, I think that's a bit tricky question for me, because I've been in the game for 1 year. I think the evolution, and from what I was reading as well on LinkedIn from a few people, that it's going to be more and more this relation with like influencer getting onto the affiliate channel. So they'll have the upfront payment, but then also it's a combo with, like the commission. So I think that's what people are saying that it's going to evolve towards, and I can attest because that's what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm already into the new type of affiliate marketing. But if I can say from my side, what I'm trying to do now, and that's how I've been able to scale the channel, is I try to get deals combined with commission, and that makes any type of partnership becoming affiliate channel, basically.
Cool. I think we've covered all the topic we wanted to talk about today.
Nice.
That would be a fun conversation to have in a few months to see if you reach your goal and if you have new finding, and I'm sure you will for both. So please feel free to reach out if you have anything new on your program. Do you want to add something to this discussion to close?
No, I'm really looking forward to meet again in 3 months' time and say, okay, here are the results. What worked? What didn't work? What were my thinking? And did I actually go into that direction? Because what I noticed is in the startup world, when it's small company, the motion is really fast compared to big enterprise where it takes 1 year to launch one ad, is that you make plans, but usually you don't follow them.
For sure.
You end up, because you think, okay, that's how you have to do it. And then you end up being like, oh no, actually we need to do something else. But you need to jump on what is going to be profitable. Looking forward to meet in 3 months. Our plans are being launched. So I don't think there is any chance that I tell you we ended up doing something else, because we actually are launching all those activities. So really looking forward to meet in 3 months and tell you what worked, what didn't work.
Perfect, exciting. I'm looking forward to it as well. If people listening to us today want to know more about your affiliate marketing program, or even how to promote Betterpic.io, what's the best way to get in touch?
So you can either join. There are 3 ways. You can connect with me on the LinkedIn. So Thibaut Henneau, it's easy to find. You can reach out. You can go to our affiliate page and just subscribe if you are more the shy type and you don't want to subscribe. And the third way is to reach out to affiliates with a S at Betterpic.io, and you'll be in touch with Josh, who's gonna onboard you and talk to you.
I think that's very cool, this onboarding and the call that you provide, because as you scale your program, you'll have more and more time issue to do it.
Yeah,
I guess it's going to be more difficult, but what you build with your initial program, I think it's very cool, because it's refreshing to hear brands that are talking affiliate marketing, that are taking affiliate marketing very seriously. And even though you didn't have prior experience to it, it seems that you follow blueprints that give really all the tools and information for affiliate to succeed. And having been myself an affiliate, that's pretty not common for brands to take this channel as seriously as you did, and I think that your success so far with affiliate marketing proves that it's the right approach. So of course, if you're a big brand, it's difficult. You cannot get in touch and on a call with every affiliate that you sign up. But I've learned a lot, and I think your model is very cool, very lean, and it's interesting as well to see the difference between promoting consumer brands versus AI tools or SaaS, and I see a lot more conversation around it on LinkedIn as well. So it's for sure an exciting industry to be in. So
yeah, definitely. By the way, you mentioned your affiliates. You used to be affiliate, so if you want to join our program, you know where to find us.
I think I need first to join your program as a customer, because my profile picture is really outdated.
Let's start there.
I need a new one. So that would make a good test, actually, that I can then use to share and see if my few LinkedIn followers are convinced as well. But I think that there's a lot of opportunities, and I took a few notes as well. I didn't mention them during the podcast because I'm not sure it's 100% relevant, but I would share a few ideas for you, maybe people to contact to grow your affiliate program. Yeah. Very cool.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
Fernand.
Thibaut. See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.